beautiful people, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to answer a question or respond to this comment that I got about someone saying that somebody else's credit score went up 30 points just from a $60 payment. But when they made a $560 payment to their debts, their credit score only went up 3 points. And I want to explain why this may happen. So I always tell you guys, the biggest thing when it come down to your credit, and if you want to increase your credit score, is to pay down your credit cards. Like, seriously. So let me show you a few examples of this. I went through a few of my clients' credit reports today. I got some examples so that you guys can see like the difference. So let me show you first, because I made a video about this before, the payments that they were referring to. So let's go to those now. So this is the first one now. So look at this. They pay $65 on their credit cards. Their balance decreased by $65 and their credit score went up 30 points. And then again, we have this one here. Their credit score went up 28 points and then they paid only $30 on their credit cards. And on top of that, they got a new inquiry and their credit score still went up that many points. Don't forget, inquiries are going to drop your credit score. So that means that their credit score probably would have went up more than that if they didn't get that inquiry. And then you can see right here, they paid $973 on their credit cards and their credit score only went up 24 points. That's way less than how much theirs went up. But I'm going to explain why that is. But still, they decreased their balance on their credit card and their credit score went up. That's what we want to see. So we have this one also. Let me make sure I put on Do Not Disturb you all, because I don't want things popping up while we're focusing. Look at this one right here. They paid what, $1,200, a little over $1,200, and their credit score went up 64 points. But look how much they had to pay, you guys. $1,200, 64 points. But this person here, this is the same person. They went up 30 points and they went up 28 points. That's 58 points, and they did not have to pay $1,200. Now, let me explain why this is. So when you all are paying on your debts, on your credit reports, you have to figure out how much you owe all together. And when I say all together, you got to think about your utilization in general. Like, if you all have low balances on your credit cards and you guys have a very high utilization, very high limit. So let's say you got $1,000 in credit cards, right? So like for this person, let's say that they had $1,000 in total credit cards. And then they paid down, well, this person I don't think had 1,000. They had more like 500, I believe, or about 500 to 1,000. Let's just say that. If they were to have a very high, if they were to have a utilization where it seemed like their credit cards are more like maxed out, like in their instance, what if these credit cards were like for the First Premier? What if their First Premier credit card only had a $200 limit, and with them having a $52 they paid $52. That means that they probably decreased it by 25%. That's basically 25%. They decreased it by 25%. They probably had a 25% utilization on that one credit card. That Credit One Bank, what if they only had a $200 limit on that? And then also, when you only have a low limit, when you use so much of your credit cards, your credit score can drop. So let me show you that, and I hope I'm explaining this right. So like, look at this one right here. The credit score dropped 28 points by using $912. Can you see that? Using $912, the credit score dropped 28 points. It probably could have went down more if they had a higher utilization on other credit cards. Or you got to also factor in like where your credit score is at too. These credit scores are not very high. This is more like a higher credit score than what we see here, but these credit scores here they're low. So fixing something like utilization can really boost their credit score up, because they missing so many points. I hope I'm explaining this right to you guys, but they're missing so many points. So like doing something such as paying down these credit cards can really boost their credit score up a lot, because they don't have much credit on their credit reports, and their credit score is already low. And like I told you all, look how much it dropped. This is the same person. Look how much it dropped. It dropped 28 points from them using this credit card. But when they later on paid it off, it went up 24 points. And look how much they end up paying. But then they had to factor in other things, because this same person, if you look right here, they had their other credit cards decrease too. They paid off $1,200, so their credit score already went up 64 points. So it didn't go back up where how much it dropped for this one account, because it already went up so much from those credit cards. And don't forget, they factor in your overall utilization, like how much you're using on all your credit cards. So I hope this is really explaining to you all. So for this person that's comparing, hey, I paid off $560, mine only went up 3 points. What is your overall credit? Like, how much do you have available altogether in terms of what are your credit limits? And also, when you paid off that $560, what's your overall utilization? I always tell you guys, try to have your utilization under 5% if you can, 5% or lower if you can. When you do that, you're going to have the best chance of getting a higher credit score, because you're not maxing out your credit cards. So I don't know what your limit is, so I can't exactly say, why your credit score didn't go up even more. And you also have to check to see too. So let me show you this. You have other changes that's happening. So like right here, their credit score went up 28 points. They probably thinking they should have got more than 28 points, but they didn't. And the reason why is because they got an inquiry added to their credit reports. So you got to see if there's other factors happening, which is making it so that your credit score is not going up as much. And let me see. Oh, here go another one too. Here goes another example right here. Look how much their credit score dropped, and look how much they used on their credit cards. We're at $2,100 being used. You see that? $2,100 being used, and their credit score dropped 18 points. But then if you look right here, they used $900 and their credit score dropped 28 points. It really depends on your overall utilization, what your current credit score is, and if there's other factors on your credit reports. Like that's what you have to look at. You have to see, did you have new accounts added to your credit reports? What's your overall utilization? Do you have any collections? Did you get any accounts removed? Because getting accounts removed can actually increase your credit score. So you have to factor so many different things in when you're looking at this. But hopefully this really helped you all when you see like your overall utilization. And if you all want to learn more about your utilization, I actually have a sheet. Let me see if I can get it for you. I put a sheet on here so you all can learn about your overall utilization. So it's under digital downloads. And here it is, your utilization tracker. So it's a file where you guys can see how much you have to pay on your credit cards for your credit score to go up. So this is a tracker that I always use when I want to figure out, what's my utilization. And then also on that tracker, you can figure out if you want your credit score, if you want your utilization to be at 5%, 10%, 20%, 50%, it calculates it for you. So it'll automatically tell you, hey, if you have a $500 credit card, this is how much you need to have this is the balance you need to have so that you can have a 5% utilization. So for 5% on a $500 credit card, they're going to tell you need to have a $50 balance. So a $50 balance, and then for 10%, they'll have for 5%, you'll have a $25 balance, and for 10%, you'll have a $50 balance. But it'll calculate it all for you, and you can buy it right here to get the download right away. And I'm going to actually link the other video that I made about the utilization tracker. I'm going to link it below so you can see how to use that tracker. But definitely go to my website, All Things Rickita, to check it out. And I have so many other things you guys can purchase, because like I told you guys, if you really want your credit score to increase, if you have negative accounts in your credit reports, you really need to get them removed. So I have my dispute letter packet. It has 10 letters in that packet. If you just want to see if counts can get removed easily from your credit reports, I have my round 1 letter you guys can try, because you have multiple rounds that you have to send in. If you get the package, you'll get all the rounds, but if you don't, you can just get the round 1 letter and you can just go from there. But I have a letter to stop collection calls, a bankruptcy letter if you got duplicate accounts, outdated accounts. I have all of these different letters here, and you guys definitely check it out. It's a lot of things here. Even if you guys are looking into saving money, I have the different saving challenges here. But let me know if this video helped you, especially when it come down to like your credit score going up from paying off cards, and also your credit score going down. Because with this trick, you guys, don't forget, your credit score can go up as much as 64 points. Like, look at that, 64 points from paying down credit cards. Just this one little trick, you guys. Paying down those credit cards is huge. So pay down those credit cards, remove any negative accounts that you have, because most likely they're inaccurate. But check and see, because if they're inaccurate, you're able to dispute it, and you're able to possibly get those accounts removed. So definitely go ahead and dispute those accounts, pay down those credit cards, and you'll see your credit score go up. You should see your credit score go up. But let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.